to our video on our Britz camper van Hitop hire. So I'm not sure if you watched my last video, but we did a trip on the Great Ocean Road with a camper van with Britz. It was just one that slept 2 people and it was the most basic camper van. We have driven down the coast of New South Wales for our second trip and we decided to hire the Britz 2-berth Hitop here in Australia. So this is our last day of our trip, so we thought we'd just do a 5-minute video to just show you around the van and to show you some of its features. There's a helicopter. We should be right. Okay, so I'll show you the cab. So our last video was our last van was a lot newer, so it had a few more features than this one did. I think our last van had done under 10,000 kilometers. This one's done 200,000, so it's had its fair share of trips, but we haven't had any problems driving it at all mechanically. It's all pretty sound, and so the features that it's missing versus the other one is just a couple of USB ports here to charge your devices, but you can just do that in the back with this one, so that's fine. But yeah, really nice to drive, quite high off the road, very nice vehicle. So I'll show you the back. Home. So one thing that we really liked about, we didn't like about the last van was that you couldn't stand up. So by the end of our trip, which was about a week, our backs were quite sore just from like hunching over while you're trying to get dressed or whatever, but we don't really have that problem with this one because you can stand up. Yay! So that's a real bonus for us. Maybe I can do a little tour of what's in the drawers for you. So here we have just knives and forks. Britz gives you 2 of everything because this vehicle is for 2 people. Just a few bits and pieces there. 2 mugs, 2 glasses and a chopping board. And then you've got your plates. So while you're driving your van, you must have these clicked in, because if you don't, then all the drawers are going to open while you're driving. So then in here we just have a kettle, a toaster and an electric kettle, and then a few bits of Tupperware down the bottom. This is pretty cool here. It's a little wardrobe. We took the coat hangers off because they were rattling so much while we were driving. And you have a sink, which gives you sort of fresh water, and you have a stove here, which we haven't actually used because we just cooked at the campsites. It's a little bit less messy, and then the van won't smell at night. So can't attest to is it a test? I don't know, to how this works. Well, I can't tell you how this works, but we can tell you how the microwave works. Pretty good. And then we have a little fridge, which is quite deep and big enough to have quite a few things. So I think the point with the Hitop is that you can sleep up here. So you bring the 3 boards down from here and sort of stack them up to here. And then you're meant to sleep up top. Now, there is no mattress, and you can't bring these cushions up there because then it's too thick and you've got like not much space to sleep at all. So and it's just sleeping on a board, so it's quite hard. We didn't even attempt to try it actually, because we found these 3 sort of base boards in there, and we put one there, and one there, And then we took these side cushions and put them in the middle. And then because of our last trip and a few reviews we heard about these high top campers, we wanted to bring our own mattress protector. So we lay our mattress protector on top, and then took the duvet. So Britz gives you duvet, sheet, and 2 pillows and 2 towels. So that was how we slept. And then every morning we'd wake up and basically switch it back to day mode, which looks like this. And just a couple of drawers I forgot to tell you about. That one in there just has some pots and fry pan in it, and this one here we've been keeping our food in. But because this is the last day of our trip, there's not really much to have. But yeah, there's a washing line here, and as you can see, these windows have nets on them, so great for sort of bugs at night. They don't get in, and you just sort of slide them over. So great for ventilation during the night. There's fully blackout curtains that you just roll down, including up here. And yeah, so we haven't really have too much else to tell you. We rang Britz because we didn't know how to empty the wastewater, and they told us we had to do it before we brought it back. We rang them. He said that it would be at the rear of the vehicle, and it's sort of like a tap that you plug your hose into and it leaks out. I don't think I did tell him what vehicle we had, but I don't think he maybe thought about it. But basically the wastewater just comes directly out. I don't know if you can see, but you open this up, put the water, then it sort of just comes out. So when they tell you to bring your rental back with this particular vehicle, the 2 Berth Hitop, you don't have to worry about doing the wastewater because it just comes out. And then the only other feature that I can tell you about is, this is it from the back, you can see. So you've got your power plug here just for campsites, and then also LPG gas bottle, which you do have to refill before you go back. We haven't used the stove at all, so we don't have to, but I think Britz in Australia, if you use it and you can't find a place to fill it up, they will do it for you, but it costs $18. I think regardless of whether it's like full or half full or whatever, it's just 18. And then this water here, so just to refill the fresh water, you can plug the hose in that's in the back there, like under one of the seats, and then you know when it's done because it sort of overflows a little bit, so that way you can have fresh water in your van. But yeah, pretty good van. We've really enjoyed staying here. In terms of sleeping on that mattress, it's been absolutely fine. We've had really good night's sleep, and yeah, really handy being able to stand up in the van. Hurts your back way less. So I think we would recommend it for, I don't know, maybe 1 to 2 3-week trips. I think you'd be absolutely fine. We've been in it for 7 nights, so we could definitely do longer, but unfortunately we have to go back to work, so that's unlucky for us. But yes, if you have any questions about the van, please feel free to comment and I'll try and answer them the best I can. And yeah, thank you for watching.